Hello everyone and welcome to this Fairies Oracle. And as always, the fairies are coming in to give us kind advice as how to come into a more harmonious way of living together. They're coming in with a very light, bright and joyous attitude toward things. So let's see what they have for us this time. And these were the 4 cards that came out when I shuffled my deck, asking for advice on this full moon in Sagittarius. So the first card to come out is card number 48, a collective of pixies. And this is talking about willingness and duty and going into this joyous cooperation, like-minded people. We see here that they're just coming together in a very peaceful way. And so this is talking to us about coming more into cooperation and like-mindedness in our personal life, and of course also on a collective level. I always read for the collective, but I sense that in particular in this case we are being very much referred to our personal lives also this time. And of course, the collective life and our personal lives are always reflection of each other. So, of course, we can't deal with one part without dealing with the other as well. So definitely for this particular reading, I feel there is some kind of being united. Being united seems to be very important. And it starts with us. It begins on a very personal level. So definitely look out for cooperation, because there is something that you have come to do here in this lifetime, just as we all have come here with a certain purpose. So there's something here where we need to turn to our call in life, whatever that may be for you on a personal level, and then seek cooperation with other people, other like-minded people on that issue. So really start to meditate what that could be for you on a personal level. And on a collective level, it's a direct advice to come into more alignment with each other, to stand up for each other, to work together, to come into unity in some way, because we have all agreed to come here on planet Earth throughout these particular historical times through our soul contracts. So we have all chosen to be here, and there is something that we as a collective has signed up for. And so the fairies are saying, get it done, get moving, get together, get united, because there is something there's a very big project here that we need to get to work on. We really need to focus on that. There is some kind of task ahead that we have signed up for, and now is the time to unite within that kind of work. So we might as well just get it done, also with a lightful and joyous attitude, because a duty, as the fairies say, when you have a duty, you have to do it with joy. Why else spend time on it? Again, they're coming in with this lightful, joyous, harmonious energy, saying if you don't excuse me, if you don't do it with that kind of attitude, then don't mind doing it at all. Okay, so get to work is what I sense that the fairies are saying here. Because right now, moving on to the next card, card number 25, the fairy godmother coming out in reverse. I will just show you in her upright position. I adore this card. It's extremely beautiful. And so, like we can see in the picture, she's holding a crystal ball in one of her hands, and in the other hand she's holding an apple. So this is like the apple never falls far from the tree, right? So there's a lot of wisdom in this card. We also see the owl, and we see in her crown chakra she has these old trees growing. So this is old wisdom. This is talents and gifts in our lives, which the fairy godmother normally comes in to help us with, to find out more about. But coming out in reverse, it's like we're blocking for that kind of grace to come into our lives. It's like when we're not united enough, or when we don't see cooperation enough in our personal life, when we think that we can do everything on our own, we are blocking for new wisdom to come in, for new joy to come in, new talents to be awakened within us. It's like life is just getting a little bit harder, and we have to struggle much more than we really, than what is really necessary for us. Life doesn't have to be a struggle. We can say yes, we can open up to these gifts. And also I feel in particular with this full moon, there's something with our mother lineage. So mother care, mother nurture, mother wisdom, mother knowledge coming in, mother love. Very much, I feel that very strongly. So maybe turn to your mother lineage historically to see what has been going on with these women and what could they be trying to bring you of information. So right now, as a collective, we seem to be blocking out that mother love. We seem to be blocking out gifts and hidden talents in our lives. And moving to the next card number 64, Gotcha. Sitting there with an open eye. He's coming in to let us know that there are sudden events going to happen. There will be some kind of shock events, perhaps, that will just shake us up. Because we need this shake up so that we can start to receive the gifts in life, the true gifts in life, which is that of love. So, Gotcha is talking about that we are going to break down structures and self-imposed limitations. We're going to break down traditional living, traditional thinking, and we are not supposed to build up from that again. We are supposed to come into some kind of new thinking here, to build up something new, where we in the future will allow ourselves to have room for growth, which seems to be something that we have been leaving out in the old structures which are now falling away. Perhaps the reason why they are falling away is because they're not, we cannot develop on them. We have peaked. We have reached the climax of evolution, perhaps, of democracy, of everything in our society that we have built up from a more, you can say, capitalistic system, materialistic system, belief system. All that is falling away now. And Gotcha is saying, do not try. Do not try to fix what is broken, because you guys need a breakthrough as a unity here. And often breakthroughs come through breakdowns. And that's the main message from Gotcha. Breakthroughs come from breakdowns. And we should not really fear it, but it's like we're sitting there, boop, we're being spooked. Is this true? Is this happening? I just want to hide away. I don't want to see what's going on in the world. But it is happening. Don't try to crawl back and hide. Try to be courageous and meet this challenge as a very positive development for new changes in the world. Because with the next card coming out, Solace, card number 13, and I will just show you this card in its upright position. Very beautiful card, talking about radiating our strength, spiritual empowerment, energizing effects in our lives, coming into miracles, stepping into consciousness. When this is coming out in reverse, we're blocking all of that. We are blocking all of that. So something is talking about this full moon, where the moon is in an area right now where we can see that belief systems and judgment and knowledge and all of that is coming up to the surface about something where we weren't aware of how things were really connected? What have we not been told about? What is it that we don't know? That is always being released throughout a full moon. And the sun right now is bringing clarity to what kind of information is it that we need to take action on, because normally this is talking about action as well, coming out to show our experience in life. But this is as if we are trying to go back and build up, because we seem to be so far away from the light now, from the spiritual empowerment, from our consciousness, from building up in new belief systems, from being a part of feeling separated somehow from the light, which we absolutely are not. We never are. But it seems for us that that light is far away. It seems for us that we are not in the sunlight right now. We just simply are not. However, this card coming out in reverse is reminding us that we can always ask for guidance when we lose clarity of things, when we lose that connection to our deepest place within ourselves, to our soul. We can always come and ask for guidance, ask for clarity, ask, where should we go in life? Where are we headed? Where are we lost? Because why have we become lost? In which area are we going to be lost in the future? And really to call in guidance on where to go and how to open up for more spiritual empowerment and more consciousness, a willingness, back to this card, a more willingness to really see clarity, to really see what's going on instead of closing our eyes, because we seem to be afraid of, oh my God, is this really happening? Is this really true? And instead, we need to step into the light, step into the gifts of life, step into life lessons, knowing that everything happens for a reason. So, I feel that the fairies are bringing some very direct advice this time. It's like it's, as always, spot on, but this time I feel the energy is very strong, and perhaps this could also be because the fairies are representatives of Mother Earth, of planet Earth, and what we are doing with nature, how we are respecting each other. And like I mentioned in the beginning, the fairies would always wish to give us advice on how to come in a more harmonious way of living, both with ourselves and with each other, and definitely also with the fairies. So it's time for us now to ask for guidance as to enter into realms and other dimensions for assistance and for support. So this was what I had for you on in this Fairies Oracle reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, and perhaps you've been inspired to dive more into these beautiful cards yourself. I can highly recommend it. You will really gain a lot of knowledge from that, and a lot of hidden wisdom about humanity and yourself. So I am wishing you all the best out there. Take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.